Alright, little update video, guys, on the Vogelzang VG5790 on the bouncing pellet solution with the fire brick. Alright, I literally just started this thing up. I just got done cleaning it out. I just fired it up. It took me a total of 5 minutes to start it, have proof of fire, and the blower to kick on. 5 minutes. But anyway, this brick, when you make your brick, this is not the correct size. I just threw this together to show you. You're going to make a 4.5 by 4.5 square. Get these at Tractor Supply for $4 a piece. Alright, 4.5 by 4.5 square. You cut it. As I mentioned, use the diamond tip cutting wheel on your 4-inch grinder. Works great. And what you're going to do is you're going to come up, make you a 2.5-inch mark in the front right there. Simply draw your line to the top right there, right down to your 2.5-inch mark. Cut that off. And that's what you're going to have this piece right here left. And that's what you're putting in the furnace. You're going to have 2 of these. You're going to make 2 of these. Alright, and your front piece that goes across the front, the very front right there, you're going to make 2.5 inches high and 6 inches long. And that'll put you just like I got it sitting there. Like I said, I literally just fired this thing up, but I just want to give you an update video. It worked great. I didn't have one unburnt pellet in there, not one. Alright. And another thing, while I got you on here, been doing a little bit of searching, and once this thing got lit up here and gets going, I usually open my draft up about halfway, maybe not quite halfway. And I've got the cold air intake, which I highly recommend. I don't know why you wouldn't. And also, as you can see, I've got mine anchored down to the floor. There's some little steel anchors, ain't no big deal, just little angle brackets you can buy at any hardware store for a couple bucks. Put you a couple holes in the floor with some masonry bits. No big deal, man. Put you some tap cons into the floor. I drilled a couple holes into the very bottom of this and put some stainless steel self-threading, self-tapping screws right into the machine. The reason why you want to do that is because you do not want to jar that connection loose. I've just got a hose clamp on mine with some high temperature silicone. But when you're putting pellets and stuff in here, or even just walking by, and you bump into the stove, you don't want the stove moving around. So it's a good idea to go ahead and anchor them down to the floor. And as you can see, I got a little shim in that back corner back there. I had a little wobble problem there. So make sure it's level, and then just throw you some anchors in there. Believe me, it might save you a catastrophe. But anyhow, another thing real quick, because my phone doesn't last very long on these videos. The guy was talking about opening the doors while this thing's running, and that smoke he sees off my cigarette. I shouldn't smoke, but anyway. This panel right here is 400 plus degrees when this thing gets fully temperature. So you open these panels up, you let that heat directly out into the room. Plus, you're keeping your electrical components cooler inside the machine. Mainly, your thermostat is over here. And I noticed when I did this last night, it was about 10 degrees here in Ohio. Your thermostat is right there. You got 400 degrees worth of heat on this wall right here. You're keeping it in that machine. I mean, open the doors up, let that heat out. I did it last night for the first time and it worked great. Plus, it made my thermostat a little more accurate. It's always been about 5 degrees off from my old trusty Farmer's Almanac thermometer. It's always been about 5 degrees off. And when I opened them doors, it made my thermostat a little more accurate on the machine. But okay, there's your update, guys. I'll tell you something else I did real quick. Hopefully this lasts. I put a little bit of silicone on my rope, on my door seal, because I kept getting this weird little spot, and you can still see it right there coming across. So I put a little bit of silicone right there, high temperature silicone right there where that rope seal comes together. And we'll see if it stops that. I'll do an update video on that if that works. Anyhow, there you go, guys. Peace.